In this video, we're going to show you how to install the Safety First cabinet and drawer spring latches. We picked these up at Walmart for just a few dollars. The only tools required are a screwdriver, in this case we used a drill, and a drill bit, 5/64, and then we used a nail to mark out the holes. Inside the kit you can see that there's both the latches and the catches, and then there was also a little bag with the screws, so everything you need is in the bag. To start out, take one of the catches and locate it about 1 inch in from the end of the cabinet drawer. Then take that little nail, stick it up through the holes, and mark the wood with just push that nail right up into the wood to make a little mark so that you'll know where to drill. Now this isn't absolutely necessary and they don't tell you to do it in the instructions, but I like to pre-drill the holes so that you don't crack the wood. I used a 5/64 drill bit and just kind of set it in there so that the screws would go in a little easier. With the holes drilled, switch over to the screwdriver bit and then drive those screws into the holes that you just drilled. Make sure you don't go in too far and strip it out. I like to leave the first one a little bit loose while I put in the second one. It helps to center it on the holes, and then tighten them both up. Now hold the latch in place on the door side and just kind of try and hold it in place and get it to where it feels like it's going to catch about right. You can just kind of try different positions until it catches in the right spot. Try and hold it with your fingers right where it needs to be, and then you can take the nail and mark it. Here's the view from the other side, and then marking it with the nail. Again, we're pre-drilling with the 5/64 drill bit. Then we swap over to the screwdriver bit again and drive in those screws into the holes that we just drilled. We found that when you tighten the screws down, it kind of bends it a little bit and makes it so it doesn't line up in the way you had it before. So you can just kind of slide it up and down in those screws until it feels real tight like this. So that's it for the install. You just have to do that on each of the cabinets that you want to have secured. You can see here that even with my skinny fingers, it's really tight fit getting my fingers in there to push that thing. These are really a difficult design. It'd be nice if they were a little bit longer. The good news is they do actually work. Here's a test. Say hi to Miles, our test subject. Okay, here they are installed in a different location that doesn't have the drawer over the top, and you can see that it's still a really tight fit getting fingers in there. In fact, when my brother-in-law came over with a little bit fatter fingers, he wasn't able to get in there at all. Also, you can see here that even with the pre-drilling, since we got a little close to the edge here, we did split the wood. And finally, in one more location, we had nothing above it, and in this case, it was a lot easier to get to the latch and pull it open. So basically, if you're going to install these in a place where you've got a little bit of clearance, they work great. If you've got other drawers or anything above where you're installing them, you better have some pretty thin fingers to be able to make these things work.